on an adventure. We're gonna go on a tour, a self-guided walking tour. But first we gotta get some breakfast. I got a crepe with egg and cheese. Nutella crepe.
Is it cream? I'm gonna buy with cream.
So there's a band playing over here. We came out here today to do our walking tour, and then there's like a little craft fair going on at the same time. But to do this walking tour, we're on the path of history that takes you through the city of Monterey, through their historic buildings. They got 55 historic buildings along this path of history. So the first place you should stop at is the Pacific House, which is also a museum. It was built in 1847 for a guy named Thomas O. Larkin. It was the first U.S. quartermaster rented this building for use during the Mexican-American War. And after the war, it became a boarding house and a saloon. But they have these little figurines up here. Shows you what the people kind of looked like back then. You know you're on the path because you'll see these yellow path markers. And just follow the trail. Okay, next on the stop is Casa del Oro. It was built by Thomas Larkin in 1844. It was first used as a hospital for the American sailors that came through here. It was also used as quarters for the American troops during the Mexican-American War. And then after the American War, after 1848, it was owned by a couple guys named David Jacks and Joseph Boston. And they operated a general store out of here named Boston Store. You can see right there over the door. Let's go check it out.
Around the Horn back in the 1840s, and it was the first state in California.
So this is the old whaling station. It was built in 1847 by a man named David Wright. He built it for it to be a house for him, his wife, and his daughter. This was the headquarters of the Monterey Whaling Company. And whaling was a big industry here back in the day. It is Monterey's only remaining walking. The sidewalk is made entirely of whale vertebrae, and it's the only one remaining in Monterey. Right here.
I'm looking at whale.
Yep, these are all whale bones.
Like right here's a whale bone.
Yep, these are all.
It looks like brick.
Yep, but it's whale bone.
Dry whale bone.
How spongy?
Yeah, look how spongy. It's definitely a bone.
Right here.
Yeah.
No, how about right here, Mama?
Pretty cool.
The white ones don't, like right here, that's not spongy. That one's not spongy.
That one looks spongy. But this one really looks spongy. So this is the old custom house. This is where they would come and bring in their items that they brought in on ships. This is on the National Historic Landmark. It was built in 1827 by the Mexican government to collect duties. It is the oldest public building on the whole Pacific coast. And then in 1846, Commodore John Drake Sloat raised the US flag, claiming 600,000 square miles for the US. And there's the spot that he raised the flag. Because before that, this was all Mexican territory. Okay, it's California's first theater, which gave much needed entertainment for all the men that were coming here, all the sailors that were on the sea for months at a time, getting some entertainment for their day. This is the O'Donnell Library. It was built in 1876. It started off as the St. James Episcopal Church. It is now a tiny library and no longer a church.
Can I go inside of it?
John Steinbeck, the famous author, baptized his son Tom here in 1945, and is thought to be the church that is referred to in his book, To a God Unknown. This is the Lara Soto Adobe. It was built by Francisco Soberanos in 1851, and we had walked past his house a little bit ago. But this was eventually sold by a lady named Josephine Blanche in 1944 to the famous author John Steinbeck. So he used to live here.
Oh, you fell in the lava.
The wood is lava, the wood is lava. The wood is lava. Oh, you both. Oh, Sissy died, but Ethan's still alive. Okay, wood is lava. All right. Spider web. Oh. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Whoa, that's cool. I wonder if it's a rock.
Ginormous.
I wonder if my blood get cut.
I don't know.
I put my finger in it.
Alright, so this is Colton Hall. It was built between 1847 and 1859. It was the first public building built in California that was under the US flag, because before that this was Mexican territory. This was first built as a public school and a government meeting place. It is also where California's first constitution was written and ratified. and California became a state in 1850. Graffiti on the wall here, but historic graffiti. Kind of crazy. What's this one? Says 18 something. Okay, there's a museum inside. Let's go. Did you make a wish? Okay.
Remember that one floating caterpillar video? There's a caterpillar on your back. Ooh. That's fantastic.
Oh, it's a big step. Little garden.
Daddy wants duckies to go in here. Okay.
Look at these doors, they're so small. Such small doors.
Hey. Look how long the benches are.
Ooh, what's inside? Old furniture.
Maybe you can see, you saw my reflection.
Larkin House. It's been designated a registered National Historic Landmark. Ooh, let's go to that building right there. Sherman Quarters. Don't know what that means, but it's a pretty cool building. Ooh. Pretty cool that there's all these old buildings right in the middle of Monterey. Can you see inside? It's always good to preserve history. There you go, now you can see inside better. There's a well behind you. The well.
Look at the stonework and stuff.
Yeah. You see where they repaired stuff. Let's go take a look at this well. It's pretty big looking. Ooh, they got a cover so you can't fall in. There's water in there. What's that Japanese movie where the girl, The Ring? Or Batman. Batman comes out of a well. Didn't he fall down a well when he was a kid? I think so. So this was Juan Bautista Alvarado's house, but now it's all kinds of businesses on this street. Alright guys, this is the Royal Presidio Chapel. It was built in 1770. It was built by Father Junipero Serra and Don Gaspar de Portola. It is the last surviving portion of the Church of San Carlos de Borromeo de Monterey. There was a big huge fire in 1789 and this is all that was left from that big fire. They had rebuilt and rededicated the chapel in 1795. Pretty cool. That's the end of the Path of History. It's a pretty cool path. We got to see lots of old buildings. It's cool. Got to learn a lot about California history that I didn't know. If you're gonna do the Path of History yourself, bring along some water and some good walking shoes because you will be walking a lot. And when it's a sunny day like today, you will get hot. You'll need some water. If you guys do the Path of History, just comment below and let me know what you guys think. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Can I go over nothing, Mama?
Look, across from the church is all these geese.
Hi, geese.
If you want them to attack you, go ahead. Go. You're not gonna like it.
They will chase you.
I want to